This edition of Radio Stone Update is brought to you by Tab Surfaces, celebrating 25-plus years of producing premium natural stone and tab quartz, the high-density slabs with Tab's proprietary high-gloss luster technology.
Hi, I'm Kay Shipper with the latest in hard surfaces industry news from Radio Stone Update. Following its decision early this month that U.S.-based quartz manufacturers are being harmed by a surge in foreign imports, the U.S. International Trade Commission reconvened last week in Washington to hear testimony on possible remedies, including new tariffs and shipment quotas. Stone Update editor and publisher Emerson Schwarzkopf has this report. Emerson?
After the U.S. International Trade Commission declared earlier this month that a 2020 to 2024 surge in Quartz-Surface imports caused market share harm to domestic manufacturers, the next step is to recommend how to remedy the situation. Last Tuesday, the federal agency held a hearing in Washington to help form an answer. The 9-hour-plus session included dozens of witnesses offering their perspective on the issue and fielding questions from USITC members. The 9-hour-plus session included dozens of witnesses offering their perspective on the issue and fielding questions from USITC members. Amid all the testimony were 3 plans offered for the Commission to consider, with each providing vastly different solutions. The Quartz Manufacturing Alliance of America, the QMAA, restated its solution offered in the original Section 201, or Safeguard, petition to the USITC last November. The 6 manufacturers, Cambria, Daltile, Guadani USA, LX Houses, Eastone, Hendrix Industries, and Hyundai LLC USA, asked for a tariff on all imported quartz-surface slabs and cut-to-size products, along with an annual cap on the amount coming into the United States. During the 4-year span of a safeguard action, the QMAA asked for a 50% tariff in 2026, with a 1% reduction per year to 47% in 2029. The QMAA also asked for a hard quota of 155 million square feet of quartz-surface imports in 2026, with a 5 million square foot increase every year to 170 million square feet in 2029. For reference, U.S. quartz-surface imports totaled 208.4 million square feet last year. When the USITC issued its ruling on domestic industry harm earlier this month, it also exempted, by law, countries with free trade agreements with the United States, including Canada, Mexico, and South Korea. If the USITC continues these exemptions, the QMAA asks for a lowering of the overall import quota to 141 million square feet this year, with the same 5 million square foot annual increase to 156 million square feet in 2029. The QMAA also proposed that the imported quartz tariff be used for a, quote, distribution program for downstream users, unquote, buying U.S.-made quartz surfaces, along with tax incentives for sourcing domestic quartz surfaces, a mandate for all federal agencies to use U.S.-made quartz, and a call for international negotiations over global quartz surface, quote, overcapacity targeted at the U.S. market, end quote. Opponents of the safeguard action, including MSI and Arizona Tile, proposed a 2-year tariff rate quota with a moderate tariff for annual imports above 193 million square feet. Opponents based that figure on the gap between average U.S. quartz surface consumption from 2023 to 2025 and the practical manufacturing capacity of domestic producers. The proposal also opposes any hard cap on imports, along with some trade adjustment assistance for industry workers, including fabricators. A third option came from Spanish surfaces producer Cosentino, which asked for a tariff rate quota aimed at 9 countries with the largest growth in quartz shipments to the United States from 2020 to 2024. This proposal would put a 125% cap on imports from other countries in an effort to stop any shifting of production and shipments from the top 9 responsible for the import surge. The USITC now has until May 18th to recommend remedy actions to President Donald Trump. The President can use the Commission's recommendations or formulate his own solution. His final decision is due in mid-June.
Thank you, Emerson.
Why Tab Quartz? Because your home is worth it. At Tab Quartz, we follow the world's best technologies and processing practices, which are the result of our 23+ years of experience in processing natural stone at our parent company Tab. Tab Quartz is the result of our love for stone and marks the beginning of a new age in the design and stone industry. Tab has created high-density quartz with an exceptionally high gloss via its custom-developed luster technology. The high ratio of quartz versus resin makes the slabs uniquely dense and heavier than your common quartz slab, achieving impenetrability even in a matte finish. Additionally, Tab Quartz is processed with UV-resistant resin to keep it safe from ultraviolet breakdown and color change. At Tab Quartz, we use the most innovative technologies, which enable us to not only be efficient but also eco-friendly. Legal compliance, environmental protection, and waste reduction are the very foundation of our company culture. Learn more at tabquartz.com.
Surface producer Cosentino wrapped up 2025 with $1.61 billion in revenue, which represents a 2.5% decline from 2024 figures. Even so, the company reports an EBITDA of $234 million last year, with a net profit of $44 million. However, that EBITDA represents a decline of 13.6% from 2024, which the company attributed to unfavorable exchange rates and continued development of the brand's commercial assets. Cosentino also invested $128 million during the year to strengthen its global production, commercial, and logistics model. The company anticipates spending more than $400 million over the next 3 years. A highlight of 2025 was the construction of the company's Decton Line 4, which was completed in first quarter 2026. The investment is part of a broader $136 million initiative, which also includes the expansion of the automated logistics platform at its headquarters industrial park in Almeria, Spain. Decton sales grew by 13% last year, accounting for 38.5% of the company's total sales and solidifying its position as the main growth driver across applications. North America accounted for more than 52% of total sales. Continuing the company's commitment to innovation, at the end of 2025, Cosentino launched Eclos, a new mineral surface brand featuring zero crystalline silica. The launch required several modifications to the industrial park facilities in Almeria, mainly carried out during fourth quarter 2025. Cosentino further expanded its portfolio with the new Silestone Suma line and Sensa natural quartz colors. Also during the past year, Cosentino continued to expand its distribution model with new Cosentino City openings in Richmond, Virginia, Dallas, and Hawaii in the United States, Manchester, England, Monterrey, Mexico, Munich, Germany, Porto, Portugal, and Gothenburg, Sweden. The company also opened its first Cosentino studio in Girona, Spain, followed by new studios in Granada, Spain, and Lima, Peru. The company plans to open 10 additional centers in 2026. The Workshop Fabricators Federation, WFF, representing stone fabricators in the United Kingdom, announces the launch of the WFF Quality Mark. The new industry initiative is designed to elevate standards, improve workplace safety, and strengthen professionalism across the kitchen, bedroom, and bathroom, or KBB, fabrication section. Based on scientific research and industry collaboration, the Quality Mark introduces a structured framework for fabrication businesses with the aim of promoting best practices, operational excellence, and workforce protection. Upon launch, WFF members will be categorized into 3 tiers: professional status, businesses working to improve processes, build standardization, and develop operational capacity, supported by WFF mentoring and guidance. Approved member, companies demonstrating strong systems, proactive and reliable performance metrics, and audited member, best-in-class operators demonstrating continuous improvement and industry-leading practices, independently inspected by a British Occupational Hygiene Society auditor, in addition to WFF assessment. Only businesses that successfully pass the audit will be permitted to display the official quality mark logo. Nigel Fletcher, operations officer at WFF, emphasized the importance of the initiative, saying with the launch of the quality mark, the organization is setting a clear benchmark for professionalism, safety, and operational excellence across the fabrication sector. Quote, "We strongly encourage KBB designers and specifiers to work exclusively with audited and reputable fabricators, and we invite non-members to engage with WFF to understand the benefits of raising their standards and joining a transparent, structured industry framework," end quote, Fletcher said. Organizers of last month's Shaman Stone Fair weren't the only ones reporting an outstanding event. During the 4-day show, Brazil's contingent registered $19.4 million in immediate business deals and a projected $35.2 million over the next year. Brazilian officials say the performance demonstrates increased commercial efficiency with greater conversion and higher quality contracts. Brazil's participation took place within the scope of the It's Natural Brazilian Natural Stone Program, which was developed by the Brazilian Natural Stone Association Centro Rojas in partnership with the Brazilian Trade and Investment Promotion Agency Apex Brazil. The results represent a sharp uptick in results from the 2025 Shaman Show, when immediate business deals totaled $7.7 million, with a projected $32.9 million in sales over the following 12 months. China is the second main destination for Brazilian natural stone exports after the United States. In total, 1,249 business contacts were registered by the Brazilians, 647 of which were new. Although the majority came from China, there was also interest by buyers from Australia, Vietnam, and India. Exports of Brazilian natural stone to China have consistently expanded in recent years, with much of the growth driven by the demand for granite, which accounts for 57.5% of sales. That's followed by quartzite and marble. Neolith appoints Nevis Contreras as Chief Brand Officer. The new role reinforces Neolith's global vision and its commitment to a more cohesive brand narrative for the sintered stone surfaces producer. As the CBO, Contreras will lead the global strategic integration of the brand, design, and sustainable innovation. She will bring together communication, positioning, and corporate culture to strengthen the company's role as an international leader in premium architectural surfaces. Neolith CEO Walter Siglia says the move is a key step in the company's evolution as a global brand while creating a strong and consistent narrative across international markets. Quote, "The diversification of our markets, both geographically and across products and segments, will also play an essential role in strengthening our position and supporting our future growth," end quote, Siglia said. Contreras brings more than 20 years of international experience in creative leadership and design strategy. Most recently, she served as director of the Creativity Department and a member of Yadro's Executive Committee, where she led the company's brand strategy and creative transformation over the past 8 years. Said Contreras of her new position, quote, "I take on this new challenge with the goal of strengthening a global brand that is consistent, inspiring, and closely connected with architects, designers, and specifiers around the world," end quote. The International Surface Fabricators Association, ISFA, made 2 staff hires recently. The group hired Martin Bermudez, PECHMM-CEMLA, as Safety, Regulatory, and Compliance Director, and Ira Gazelle Lugasan in Marketing. Bermudez is based in Southern California and is fluent in both English and Spanish. He also has more than 25 years' experience in safety, compliance, and standards development across manufacturing and fabrication environments. His bilingual capabilities will help expand ISFA's reach and ensure programs are accessible and effective across the diverse workforce driving the countertop and surface fabrication industry. In his new role, Bermudez will lead coordination efforts for ISFA's licensing standard, a cornerstone initiative designed to elevate safety, accountability, and consistency across fabrication shops nationwide. He will also spearhead the development of a national auditor network, building compliance partnerships that support enforcement, education, and long-term industry sustainability. Lori Weber, ISFA CEO, says Bermudez experience supports the purpose of why ISFA exists and also gives members and the industry an expert who understands the trade. Quote, "This is a labor-heavy manufacturing environment. The work of stone cutting, polishing, and installation requires real standards, real training, and real oversight. Martin brings that expertise to our community," end quote, says Weber. Bermudez is a licensed professional engineer and certified lead auditor with deep experience in ISFO and ANSI standards, safety management systems, and regulatory compliance. He has conducted more than 300 audits and developed safety programs across multiple industries. A results-driven professional in association administration and marketing, Lugasan brings a strong blend of organizational expertise and creative strategy to her new role. At ISFA, she will support marketing, communications, member engagement, and promotional initiatives. That includes content development, digital communications, event promotion, and ensuring consistent brand messaging across platforms. Before joining ISFA, Lugasan worked in digital marketing, social media management, content creation, and administrative support across a variety of settings. Her background includes industries involved in health, wellness, beauty, events, and other service-based sectors. Total Stone Solutions, TSS, of Wixom, Michigan, adds Tom Hertig to its growing sales team. Hertig has more than 15 years' experience selling machinery within the stone industry. Hertig comes to Total Stone Solutions from Eagle Rock Products, where he had a key role in driving equipment sales, supporting fabricators, and helping customers modernize their operations through strategic equipment investments. Over the course of his career, Hertig has built a reputation for understanding the needs of stone shops of all sizes and delivering solutions that improve efficiency, profitability, and long-term sustainability. Quote, "Tom is exactly the type of professional we look for at Total Stone Solutions," unquote, says Nick Wadenstorer, managing partner at TSS. Quote, "He understands the machinery, he understands the customer, and most importantly, he understands how to bridge the gap between the two," end quote. At TSS, Hertig will focus on expanding machinery sales, supporting customer acquisition, and working closely with fabricators to implement cutting-edge solutions, including CNC equipment, robotic automation systems, and digital workflow technologies. Remember, the latest issue of Stone Update magazine is now available at www.stonemag.com. For a transcript of this broadcast, go to www.radiostoneupdate.com. I'm Kay Shipper for Radio Stone Update, and we'll see you here again soon.
This edition of Radio Stone Update has been brought to you by Tab Surfaces, celebrating 25-plus years of producing premium natural stone and tab quartz, the high-density slabs with Tab's proprietary high-gloss luster technology.